I think I'm live. As you're hopping on, let me know that you are on. I'm trying something I've never tried before tonight. And so if you're hopping on, let me know that you're on. I've kind of got my kitchen set up for a live cooking. I'm trying something new. So if you're tuning in tonight, let me know where you're from, what your weather's like. It's 60 degrees here in Kansas City. And you know what? Wednesday, we're supposed to have this crazy snowstorm. So I don't know about all the bipolarness of the weather, but I'm gonna do, let me see. I'm gonna do a quick dinner with you tonight. I'm gonna do it live and show you how I do it. It's a 4-ingredient dinner. I'm gonna fill up my pot because it's gonna include pasta. It's just 4 simple ingredients, and you can make it at home because you probably already have all the stuff. It's so simple. So I'm gonna come over and look at the comments here in just a second. I probably should have filled this pot up while I was over here earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and get that started, and I'm gonna come over and chat with you guys and see where you are tuning in from. Maybe here. Here we go. Let's see here. Because my phone's a little too far away. Heading for a snowstorm in Chicago. Oh my gosh. Cabot, Arkansas. Hello, hello, hello. Texas, similar weather to us. I mean, 60 degrees and, well, it is January still. At the end of January is pretty phenomenal. I'll take it. But we're not going to start out February that way, that's for sure. Okay, so it's a 4-ingredient dinner. And I'm going to go ahead and get my water boiling over here that you cannot see. And then I got a skillet here. I'm gonna fry up some ground burger, get that going. I have, my drawers are a mess, but I found this little handy tool. This is my absolute favorite tool ever. Who has one of these? Shout out to, I got this from Pampered Chef like forever ago. I think they probably have them on Amazon too, but shout out for this little hamburger tool. I absolutely love it. It's my absolute favorite. But you want to start with just a pound of ground beef. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and get that all cooked up. This is one of my kids' favorite meals ever. And it's the easiest meal to put together too, which is also an added bonus. So all it is hamburger meat, just like this. What are y'all having for dinner tonight? Talk to me about that. It might be a little early. I know it's what, almost 5? I don't even have my watch on. It's almost 5, I believe. So I'm gonna ground up some burger, just like this. As that's going, I'm gonna come over and look at you guys again a little closer. I need a couple of phones to tell me. Edmond, Oklahoma, 71 degrees. That's incredible. Hey, Jennifer, did you get a ton of snow in Massachusetts? Yes, agreed. I see, Jared, it's the best $5 you've ever spent in your life. I agree. Like my mom growing up, always just ground hamburger with a fork, but I think this thing's incredible. So what's for dinner at your house tonight? Tonight we are having taco pasta. It's so simple. It's so easy. Just 4 simple ingredients. You put your hamburger and you get all that ground up. Now I love that it's only 4 simple ingredients. I guess the burger would be one. So that would be 5 ingredients, right? So we got the burger. We got some taco seasoning, which I'll put in here in just a minute. I like to put the taco seasoning in as my ground beef is cooking. Not quite yet, but as it gets a little bit more brown, I like to go ahead and put my taco seasoning in at that point. I feel like it just kind of like marinates a little bit better, kind of like, I don't know, locks in the flavor a little bit more. Marinate's probably not the word I'm looking for, but some of you I know don't do it until after. Now, we do buy our ground beef from a local farm, and it's 90% lean, so I don't have to worry about like draining the fat off. So if you're coming on and you see me making hamburger meat and I'm not gonna drain it, that is why, because it doesn't need to be drained. But I have the hack of all hacks for draining your hamburger meat, and that is, you wanna hear it? Do you all have a hack for draining hamburger meat? Because you're not supposed to do it in your sink, you do know that, right? So you're supposed to like drain it and like throw it away. And you're like, well, how are you gonna do that with hot grease? Well, what I do, if I need to drain it, I simply bring all of my ground beef to one side, and then I get paper towels, and I soak up the paper towels, and then take the paper towels and I throw them away. Brilliant, right? I mean, I don't know. That's just something I've done for a really long time because I know I can't throw it away. So that is doing its job. We're gonna get the water boiling hopefully here shortly. Let me see here. I'm gonna go and look at some of these comments. You're having pizza tonight? How fun is that? 48. Barbara, is it colder now? Because I'm in the Kansas City area and I got 60 today. Soup? Kimberly, you're having soup. What kind of soup are you having? Just like canned soup? Yes, to put the foil in the drain, Shonda, that is the greatest of all hacks for bacon grease, because I know people are like, oh, you gotta hold on to the bacon grease, which you do, but you don't need all that bacon grease, and then it sits there forever not being used. So a lot of times I just want to get rid of it as it comes through. Sheep, pan, chicken, piggy does. That's a good one, that's a good one. You do the same thing with draining your hamburger meat? That's fine. Okay, scrambled eggs. I don't know who just said that, but scrambled eggs is like the absolute best thing, I think, for dinner, because it's the easiest thing. And breakfast is always, I think, great for dinner. And my kids never complain about breakfast for dinner. Okay, so my meat gets about like this. Husband comes in and says, my meat. My meat. So I'm getting this.
I've got a cooking video for y'all tonight, man. This is a one ingredient dinner right here. I'm gonna show you how to cook it.
Oh
Bush
my gosh.
Woo! Get you a one ingredient dinner.
That's your one ingredient dinner. Well, this is the 4 ingredient dinner. I'm gonna actually give you some like real food. Real food.
This is real food.
That's real food. So I'm gonna put about 1/4 of a cup of taco seasoning in. What's that?
So I threw you for a loop there.
No, you always throw me for a loop. He said I threw you for a loop there, didn't I? I'm married to you for how long? I constantly don't know what to expect from you. Okay, so I like to go ahead and put it in about that at that point, and you want to add just a little bit of water, kind of like you're making tacos. Just to like get it all kind of together here. And as I'm getting it all stirred up.
What are you making? Taco pasta?
Taco pasta.
Called it.
That was just an easy one. I didn't know what I was going to make. Have you guys ever been there? We were gone over the weekend visiting family, which was an amazing time with my girls. The guys stayed home, had some things going on there with baseball. And so we went to go visit my mom and my sister and their cousins and my nieces and my nephew. And it was just great to be able to go and spend time with everybody. And so I didn't have everything planned out like I normally would. I know, I'm patting myself on the back. Not really. I don't always have things planned out very, very well. But I didn't know what I was going to make for dinner tonight. And it was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4:30. I was like, I have hamburger meat. We're going to go ahead and do the hamburger meat and get that fried up. And then start doing taco pasta. And I just thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go on tonight and just go live and show you how to do it. Because it's really, really, really simple. Okay, I went ahead and took that meat off that. Moved my pot over here so that way hopefully you can see me just a little bit. Now normally I would like to use for taco pasta shell pasta, like the little medium or large shell pasta. I didn't have that in my pantry, so I just decided to use these, I don't know how you say this, I'm just gonna call it spiral pasta. And I think it'll be really good for this dish. So my chosen pasta for taco pasta are the shells. And I made this video on TikTok and it went viral. And so that I thought I'm just gonna go live on Facebook and show you how I do this. And Rhonda, thank you so very much. Shepherd's pie sounds incredible from Canada. What's the weather like there? I'm sure it's freezing. And thanks for catching me live. Make sure you use seasoning, please, for the love of God. Sam, I did taco seasoning, and I'm gonna use something else here in just a moment. And again, if you ever see something that I make and you're like, have an opinion, please feel free to share your opinion. I love opinions, but you can always put your own twist on it. So sometimes I'll make taco pasta and I'll throw some corn in it or some black beans in it, but I'm not gonna do that tonight. We're gonna have corn on the side, a side salad, and then I've got strawberries and blueberries that I'm gonna put together here for the table so we can have the fruit on there too. So as the pasta's getting ready, or the water's getting boiling here, I'm gonna go ahead and add the pasta. And these are those fun little, look, the little spiral noodles, just like this. How fun are these, right? My favorite, again, is the shell noodles. I think they're the very best. But, of course, I don't have my things that I need anywhere. You want to know why? As our kids put the dishes away. That's okay. All right, so as the noodles are getting cooked, this ingredients are super, super simple. We're just doing pasta with the taco meat. Pasta with the taco meat, and we've got salsa. Okay, so I'm gonna use the salsa. Now, I've used a little bit of this, and that was one of the things, like, do you ever look in your refrigerator or your pantry and you're like, okay, what can I make that I have a half jar of this? Or what can I make to use up some of these ingredients here? And so I had that kind of similar thought process as I was trying to figure out what to make for dinner, that I have ground beef. I didn't have any planned, but I had pasta in the pantry. I had 3/4 of a thing of paste picante, and I had a open bag of shredded cheese. This is a taco flavor shredded cheese, but I also have the Mexican cheese that I'm gonna go ahead and add to it. So this is a really simple dish that you can put together, and sometimes I feel like when I want water to boil, it's not boiling fast enough. Do you ever feel that way? I know that's me, that's for sure. I'm gonna get out the strainer. Can you see this? Can you see the mess there? Yeah? This is called real life right here. And as I go to try to strain pasta into the sink, I have all sorts of dirty dishes in the sink. Who can relate? I know that's me. That's my life. I have four crazy kids. I'm a crazy busy mama, and I'm constantly on them about doing the dishes, and I tell them all the time it's their job, and it's always like, who did it last, and who has to do it next, that kind of thing. So it's always this kind of like fight, if you will. Yeah? Not a real bad fight, but a fight. And then I have dishes that get put away that are not even clean. Yeah, that happens too. And so here I am trying to wash off the spoon that's dirty, actually. But you know what? It's real life. So if that you can relate to that, I appreciate the hearts. Because I am not a perfect mom. I am not a Pinterest mom. I'm a crazy busy mama that just needs like little quick hacks in her life to get dinner done ready and on the table. I'm not an organic mama, although that doesn't mean that I don't eat organic food sometimes. But I am not someone that thinks about all the things that have to be. You just got to do what you got to do to get dinner on the table. And I don't know about you. For me, sometimes it's just stressful to think about like how I'm going to get dinner on the table in the first place. I guess someone walking through the door right now. That I get so caught up in the stress of it that it ruins my night. Don't let that do that to you. Reclaiming the table with your family is a really important thing. We have so minimal of time each and every day with our kiddos and our family. Dinner table is a passion of mine, and being able to help you reclaim that dinner table is so incredibly important to me. So helping you come to the table with some quick, fun recipes, sometimes kid-friendly recipes. Give me a heart. Give me some I don't know, attaboys, attagirls, some thumbs up to let me know that sometimes it just takes what it takes to be able to get dinner on the table. And those kid-friendly recipes really are okay. It doesn't have to be something extra special. It doesn't have to be something Pinterest-worthy. It doesn't have to be, a new recipe every night. If it's a tried and true, that's fine too. I just hope that this crazy busy mama allows you an opportunity to think of really quick recipes to get them on the table. So as I'm chatting with you, the water's just starting to boil. Yeah. So it's all good.
That's how cooking shows work. Hey, Rachel Ray already had that water boiling.
Come on. Rachel Ray also has assistants. Rachel Ray also has the boiling water brought to her. Rachel Ray has the hot boiling water from the tap. Rachel Ray doesn't have dogs running between her feet.
Kids walking in.
With
his first date.
That's nice. Hey, Kayla, you want to come down to me on video?
No, I don't think he does.
So Ditto's coming over here. We'll see what's going on.
What can I help you with? What can I put this in for you?
Well, no, because that's going to go in here.
I knew that.
Yeah, you're not even in the camera.
I don't want to be in the camera.
Yeah, you can be in the camera. Let me ask you a question, mamas. You're probably listening. Maybe there's some daddies listening too. Who normally cooks at your house? Is it you, mama, or is it a daddy? Or who is it? Is it your kiddos?
Well,
we did that for a little while.
What?
Our kids cook?
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was terrible.
It was a terrible idea. It was a parenting fail.
No, it wasn't, because I think it taught them a lot. It taught them how to make.
It taught us a lot.
Well, it taught us a lot too.
Don't have your kids cook.
Kind of like, I'm hosting a cooking show.
Or you interrupt my cooking show.
You say hi. This is Lily. She's my baby. So, no, it taught us a lot because then it allowed them to be able to appreciate, like literally appreciate when mom or dad makes dinner, that it's,
Look to your right.
okay. You've got a camera right
Look
behind
to your
you.
right.
Oh. Give me some hearts if you want to know what I'm doing for the very first time right now. You probably don't know because it's all behind the scenes. This crazy busy mama has a setup going on that if you saw a camera from this angle, you know what you would see right now? You would see me live on Facebook right now, but you'd also see me live on YouTube right now. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so if I give it a whole lot of too much thought, I have a tendency to like start to overthink things, but it's a very simple process of taco meat, pasta. When the pasta gets strained, I'm gonna put that salsa in it and cheese, and dinner's gonna
Did
be
you talk
almost
about our
done.
favorite cooking utensil of the entire kitchen?
Yeah, it was this one.
Yeah.
I even gave a shout out to Pampered Chef.
Yeah, it's legit.
I don't know. I think they make it on Amazon too. I'm scrolling through and looking at some comments here. You like this right here? I'm pointing to it. That's the plants that I brought in, or Quentin brought in from the garage, because it's so, well, it wasn't cold today, but it's gonna get so cold. I don't want them dying. We're supposed to get 8 inches of snow. We'll see what happens.
60 degrees.
I feel like the last time they told us we were gonna get that much snow, we got like a dusting or an inch. Good for you, Amy. So I'm all about reclaiming the dinner table. I know it's not possible for all of us each and every night, but I think we've really lost the sense of that family unity. And so all the recipes that I try to do or try to provide or give to you are in 30 minutes or less, because it allows people to be able to get around that family dinner table and spend that time together. So, so I'm coming through. Oh, good, Nancy, I'm so glad to hear that. That's good. I wondered, okay, so the Doritos one, I was thinking the other day, like, why wouldn't I have made that with like a Cool Ranch Dorito? That might be good.
You
right?
use Doritos? That's terrible, man.
Yeah, I think that would be good. I wish this thing was closer so I could see you guys. Oh, I know it will. I just couldn't find one that fit the lid, that pot. Because remember, my kids put the dishes away.
For sure.
Oh yeah, well thank you, Michelle. Thank you. I'm crazy. I literally am. And I just think, if I show you a little bit behind the scenes of my crazy, then maybe it might make you feel a little bit more normal too. And that crazy is the new normal. And not everything has to be perfect, or not everything has to be like Pinterest worthy or filtered, and that doesn't mean I don't take a filtered picture here and there. I'm not saying that, that's okay. But what I'm saying is it doesn't have to be perfect. I think sometimes we get so stressed out thinking of the perfect meal that we have a tendency to like use all of our time doing that and take away that time with our family. So.
Here's what I think.
Okay, what do you think?
I think you get an amazing amount of shade thrown at you for your cooking. And I'm impressed by how many people get cranky about you not seasoning things well, not washing meat, not having organic, too much salt, too much fat.
If you kind of think about it, I mean.
Well, what I think is funny about all that is that you started doing this for none of that reason. Like,
no.
All you were doing was trying to help people see, like, here's an idea, we can get a meal together, and we can all, like, sitting around the dinner table at night is our big thing. Like, you'd be amazed at the conversations. Maybe you wouldn't, maybe it's normal for you too, but we sit down for dinner every night, almost every night. We have everybody, sports sometimes divvies that up, or activities, but we always sit down and have dinner. It's been a family staple of ours. It's when our kids grow up, and that's the one thing they remember is that we sat down for dinner every night. And this whole project was about helping people see, like,
reclaim the dinner table.
And put together a game plan. We're not trying to be like, do we eat hot dogs? Yep. Yeah. Sometimes we do. Do we
eat salads?
Sometimes we do.
And sometimes we eat salads, and sometimes we have Brussels sprouts, and
so we ain't trying to be
real
like
people. We're just real people with real life and
do we enjoy an occasional boosh light?
He does, yes, he absolutely does for dinner apparently. But it's all about those conversations that take place, and I shared this earlier on Facebook the other day about kind of my word for 2022 is intentional. To be more intentional as my kids get older. if I don't spend my time with intention and our relationships with intention, I'm gonna look back and regret. And so for me, it's about reclaiming that dinner time of intention with my family, intentionally sitting down so you can start to have conversation, intentionally creating space to be able to have good conversation or just fun conversation, and not have our phones at the table. Like, I get it, I work on social media, so phones are a big deal of my life, and they're a big deal, my kids know they're a big deal for me, and obviously technology is a big deal for my kids, but there's a time and a place for that, and I say no during those times of dinner that we don't have phones at the table. We have conversation, we look one another, and we have that dinner time, family time. Okay, so as these noodles are almost done here, I'm gonna come and just look really quick at the comments again, and see if I can answer any questions. What did you guys say you're having for dinner? I saw a pizza, I saw scrambled eggs.
I saw a pizza on naan bread? What is it called?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What's the type of bread that you would make pizza on?
Like a flatbread?
I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be
I'm trying
good.
to tell you what I saw, man. Look, you want to know how to fix something? I can fix it. I don't know how to.
Okay, so it's a pound of okay, so it's how big was that box?
The box?
The box. I can't. It's just a big box of pasta. I like to use the really big Great Value. I think it's the Walmart brand, the Great Value shell pasta. But I was out.
This one is.
But that was not what that is. And so she's like, how do we feed that many people on a box of pasta?
This is one.
Really, it goes a long ways. And this is not the only thing that we're gonna have. I'm gonna put some corn with it, put a side salad with it, and I'm also gonna do strawberries and blueberries. So there's options for everybody. I have some kids that are bigger eater than others, but it feeds pretty much.
That's a pound of pasta. You're gonna put what? 2 cups of, or a cup, 2 cups of.
No, it's all of it.
No. Of.
Oh, cheese. Yeah, you're gonna have cheese.
And there's a pound and a half of hamburger. I mean, that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
6 people.
Yeah. So this is my tip right here, burning in my mouth. Trying to figure out. Ian, not ready.
I mean, it's close.
That's almost ready. I love you, but I'm a pasta lover, and I always try to have different pastas on hand because I have favorites for everything. Even though technically pasta doesn't taste any different, the shape that it's in. But I feel like it does. Does anybody else relate to that? Like, there are certain pastas that I like with certain things. Like spaghetti, you better give me spaghetti noodles, or the thin spaghetti noodles are my favorite. But when it comes to like mac and cheese, it's the elbow noodles or the shell noodle, right? If you didn't catch it, go to my reels and go to the B-Dubs Parmesan and garlic chicken. That's an incredible recipe. It's so easy. It's out of your crock pot, and I use the same type of noodles for that particular pasta. It's so good. Is there any questions on there?
No, people who wish they were getting some of that snow, you can have it all.
Yeah, I'm okay with snow and
I'm okay with snow.
going
too.
into the holiday.
I like the mix.
Going into the holiday, but like, if we're still snowing at the end of February, I don't become a very nice person anymore. Like, I do not want the snow in the spring. I want spring weather come spring.
There's a lot of comments. I don't know if I'm going the wrong way or the right way.
No, you're going the wrong way now, because if you scroll up.
I got it. My finger is going the right way.
Okay, so real quick recap of what I'm doing. It's a 4-ingredient dinner. It's taco meat, pasta, salsa, and cheese. That's it. And some of you are going to be like a Karen. That's my sister's name. So we laughed about that over the weekend. It was a fun family weekend, and I brought my girls to visit some family. Anyway, my sister's name is Karen. And so we're always, giving her a hard time for that. But some of you Karens out there would say that's 5 ingredients.
What?
That's
1,
5
2,
ingredients.
3, 4. What's the 5th?
That it's hamburger meat,
Yeah.
taco seasoning,
Yeah. Oh, taco seasoning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
pasta,
Yeah, it's 5. I
salsa,
would call it 5.
and cheese.
Cheese.
So,
What did you say? 4?
4,
I would have said 5. What were you counting for?
taco meat,
Yeah.
salsa,
Yes.
cheese,
Yes.
pasta. 4.
So you're not counting the seasoning.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I would say 5.
So anybody
That's
that
it.
says,
That's it. I'm turning this off.
you should season your meat. You should season your dishes.
We get that a lot.
We do. I don't use extra salt on anything. I feel like
Whatever.
everything that we do has salt in it anyway. So
You just
I
put
gotta-
taco seasoning in that.
I know.
What's,
I know. I don't know.
What is that?
That's seasoning.
Right.
Taco seasoning, and then you're gonna get salsa. That's seasoning also.
Salt.
So it's
I'm unfollowing you. That's too much salt.
So if you're unfollowing me because it's not enough salt, I'm sorry to say that. But if you're unfollowing me because it's too much salt, I'm sorry to say that too. Again, I am not trying to fit any certain diet necessarily. I'm just real living here.
Whoa.
And slowing everything in.
Slow down.
I'm just real living here,
Crazy mama.
creating meals that are helpful, quick recipes. So I'm just gonna drain that pasta, put my taco meat in, and as that is combined, you go ahead and mix it. And I don't think you can probably see it. I'm gonna try and tilt it just a little bit. So mix it all together just like this. Take your salsa, and again, this one has been opened, but I usually just do a big jar of salsa just like this. Dump it right in. Yep. Gonna mix it up together. You guys, you probably are like wondering what in the heck you're gonna eat for dinner tonight, and you probably have every one of these ingredients in your pantry or your refrigerator. So you put your jar of salsa in just
Somebody
like
said her
this.
kid is allergic to salsa. What would be a good substitute?
Ooh, do a marinara.
For taco
If
pasta?
if it's taco,
You just. Ooh. Oh, Thousand Island? Ooh, yeah.
no, let me think.
gotta
Could
have
you do
salsa.
a tomato paste or like
No,
a tomato
he's
sauce?
allergic to tomatoes.
Oh, allergic to tomatoes.
Yeah. What did I say? Is that what I said?
No, you said Thousand Island. You said
No.
allergic to salsa. My kid's allergic to salsa. So what is it about the salsa?
I
think about that. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna do this. You can do the same variation. Y'all, this is kind of like just spaghetti, right? 2 cups of cheese. I had just a little bit of half a bag of taco cheese, taco blend cheese. And that kind of was my inspiration too. You do not have to use taco blend
This
cheese.
is surprisingly one of the meals that everyone in
Eats.
our house. Did you already talk about that?
Yeah, you can talk
Because
about it again.
people have plenty of opinions in this
About
house.
everything.
And we make one meal. We do not make separate meals for kids.
Yeah.
If they don't want to eat it, then they can starve.
Dad says they can starve. I said, you know, I'm always going to make something on the side. Like I'm going to have fruit. I'm going to have corn. I'm going to have a salad. So guess what? They can always eat something there if they don't want the main course. But I'm always going to offer something on the side. But I'm not offering another meal.
Correct.
So I'm not a shorthand cook. I'm not ordering, or you're not
You
ordering
are a
from
crazy
Mom.
busy mama.
You're not ordering for me for a special dietary dinner at the dinner table. No, we are eating together as a family what I make. And so this right here is the taco pasta. It's incredible. So if you haven't tried it, it is time for you to try it. In fact,
I didn't finish what I was thinking.
what's that?
This is surprisingly, maybe not surprisingly, one of the few meals that everyone will eat.
Yep, absolutely. So it's just like this. And you know me, I gotta come eat it for you to let you know.
Even though we have some kids that won't eat
It's amazing.
tacos.
It's amazing. Yeah. So I have kids that don't eat tacos, but they'll eat this.
Yeah,
So-
which if you're looking for some extra kids, the ones that won't eat tacos, you can have them.
No, but I make different variations of tacos. So I have one kiddo that doesn't eat tacos, but I made the B-dubs, Parmesan chicken tacos, and they love those. So again, it's about finding a variation and offering different sides. But I am not a shorthand cook. I am not going to make what they want me to make or what they order from me like the restaurant.
You get
I am
what
not
you
a
get,
restaurant.
and
you don't throw a fit. So with that being said, Crazy Busy Mama here. Hopefully I've given you something that you can take and make in your home. You have probably all these ingredients again. Just to recap, pasta, any noodles will do. I love the shell noodles. They're the very best. And then taco meat. Taco meat, so that's the second ingredient. Some of you would say those are 2 ingredients, but taco meat, just a pound of hamburger and some taco seasoning. Grab a big jar of salsa, put that salsa in for the sauce, and then add 2 cups of Mexican style cheese. I had a little bit of taco cheese here too, I added to it, and you'll have dinner.
Don't forget the
And
mess,
it's
make a
amazing.
mess.
And I made a mess, so I made a mess. Have a great night. I hope you try it. I hope you love it. And let me know what you're having for dinner. Stay tuned. I'll be coming live more often when I find better setups.